morning, everybody. So I'm in Colorado. I've had quite a few town nights. I want to say four. I was waiting on an Amazon package to be delivered. And in the town I'm in, it's very far. Yeah, in a relative sense, right? But it's very far to boondock or wilds camp in a national forest around here. So rather than spend a lot of gas going out to the national forest and then 2 days later having to come back for an Amazon order, which was essential to my tracker build, um, I chose to stay in town. So in this town, it's also very hard to find a place to camp in town, like to overnight. I overlander, and some of those apps like Campendium and the freecampsites.net seems to be very outdated and hardly used. So, and I overlander. And Overland Bound, which I have a membership to. Um, they just don't have any information about staying in town here, or not much. So I found lots of no overnight parking signs. So my having been an experienced van lifer, van dweller, nomad, whatever, the first time I lived in a van was in 1978 in Virginia. And so my having that kind of experience, um, I kind of knew how to maneuver, even though it's challenging in this area. So, what I found was that the Sam's Club and the Home Depot in this particular town, it's very urban, but I don't want to call it a city. It's not that big. But in this town, those two parking areas do not have no overnight camping signs. And on I Overlander, as I, if I'm recalling correctly, it says that these two spaces are good for a night or two overlay with RVs. And okay, I can't turn the camera around when I'm filming this. I apologize, people. I have MS, and when I use my left hand, I'm a little shaky. And get over it. It's what happens. So this is what's beside me this morning, and I assume you can see that pretty good. And a guy parked his pickup truck over by the road. It's a very busy road over there, and it's a little noisy. And you can't see it, but there's a minivan over on the other side. I don't think you can see it, but there was a minivan parked over there all night. I've seen that minivan for a couple of days. Um, and there's a girl who comes here in the evenings after Sam's Club is closed and roller skates, and she has lights on her roller skates, which is really kind of cute. And wow, she's energetic because she does that for hours. I can watch a whole movie and she's still out there doing that. I feel a little embarrassed that I'm not doing some physical activity because she is. All right. So this is part of overlanding and nomadic travel. This is what happens. Sometimes you need to be somewhere for a little bit. So I have, as is the Van Dweller stealth camping. I'm not really stealth camping because my rig looks like I camp. Okay. I'll walk around and show you. And it's easier to do this with my left hand, but I get it in front of the camera a lot. Okay, there we go. So the back of my rig, anybody who sees first a tracker, but second a tracker with that on the back. And I wish that I had a patch that said Insta Privy, because this is my Insta Privy kit. That's my bathroom. And of course, my shovel, which is for recovery and for bathroom issues. I mean, depending where I'm at. And we won't say what that's for, but that got lots of stickers. And I keep it clean anyway. But if you see my car, you you recognize me. First off, I'm a tracker. I kind of look like a Jeep. Um, and then in Colorado, there's lots of rigs that look like overland rigs. But as I kind of try to talk to people in parking lots and things of that nature, um, they're they're not. They're People have bought rooftop tents and awnings that stay on this that are installed on the side of um, cargo baskets, things of that nature. They've bought these things because they go to RV parks and camp. I've met four people like that. I was like, really? You don't even go anywhere with it? Well, no, why would you do that? Okay. Hey, I'm just asking, but that's the culture here. And, this is traveling's all about meeting people with different ideas. So, yes, I got to park beside another Jeep. I love Jeeps, Wranglers. I My favorite is the older Saharas. They're a little squattier, and I don't know if they're wider, but they're just a little squattier, and I don't know. I just love them, and they always have a camel interior, and I think that light colored interior is kind of cool. All right, now back to what I was really trying to tell you this morning. So, my normal is yes, I sleep inside the tracker. So that keeps me safe. I can lock the doors. I can not make a bad impression for the business owners near where I'm camped out. Um, I have my number one cup so that if I have to pee in the middle of the night when it's dark and there's not much traffic, I can and I have paper and I have things. I can open a door and do that business carefully, and I can either take it to a bathroom or I can carefully put it near some uh, rocks or landscaping, but I choose very carefully. I don't want to burn any plants. I mean, I'm not a dog. It's not dog stuff, and it's not going to burn it the same. But I don't want to mess anything up. I want to leave it clean and neat, and I care about things, so I'm careful. And I'm trying not to make this long, and it's at 8 minutes. So to shorten this up a little bit, so I in the morning, like I've already done this morning, and it's late this morning for me to be leaving this spot. But what I do is I get up and I usually move, but because I'm where I am and there's no signs for no overnight parking, I got up here, which is not normal, and I made my coffee, and then while I'm cleaning up from the coffee, I boil the next, like my sweet potatoes for today's meals, so I don't have to cook that later. I put my little pot, because it doesn't seal, I put it inside a Ziploc gallon bag, cover it carefully, and place it in a safe place in the car so that that food's cooked for later in the day. Um, and then normally I wake up first time I got to go pee, and I move the car. And I go to a gas station and use the bathroom, and then move to like a city park that has a picnic table and make my coffee, make the meal for the day, and then move, well, hang around there or move from there to whatever I need to do. Resupplies laundry. Today's going to be my laundry and probably park ranger. I'm looking forward to getting back out of town again. I do a lot of intuitional moving around. I don't always have super good plans. I'll have a general, I want to do the laundry today, but if it doesn't work out, I do something else. All day yesterday, I spent which was Monday, I spent at a rec center, which was wonderful. I had a lovely hot shower. And then I was able to take my Chromebook that some of you know I have and go into their lounge and have it plugged in, have my phone plugged in, do a lot of research and a lot of work and a lot of looking around at maps and things like that with a window. I don't know if I sent you that picture, but there was a window right outside the table I was using, that overlooked the pool. They have such a nice pool and a lazy river part. And, it was really cool. It was a very nice officey space to work in. Well, while I was doing that work, I'm rather annoyed. I could not make any of the software programs for editing videos work. The last time I edited a video with like my movie or something like that, which I can't remember what it was, YouTube said that it was not able to be monetized and there's no way to reverse that. Okay, I can't make editing software work. I'm annoyed. I don't want to have, I like things simple. Keep life simple so you can travel light and often because traveling helps change perspective, which helps you heal up old crap, um, and changes who you are as a person and lets you grow and meet new people and just have, it's just cool. It's just a better life for me. For me. You do you, but this is me. I'm trying not to make this too long. I'm at 12 minutes. Because I can't make any software work and I'm trying really hard. I want to get the stories from the past out because my Google storage space is getting full and I don't want to pay for any storage space because I'm still working with my SSDI income of $900 a month. And I mean, I have a few expenses that are monthly expenses, car insurance and uh, a subscription or two. They aren't expensive, but still, I have things I have to take care of. I have to be a responsible human being. And then traveling like I am, I'm spending more than my normal $100 a month in gas. I have groceries, and my groceries aren't cheap. I'm learning how to do that a little better and finding some things that are working even better for me. Annoyed as crap with having to work with this refrigerator to keep it to run. When I'm in town like this, I can't make that refrigerator run because I don't have I can't put my solar panels out and then go in a store. Somebody will steal the solar panels. So I can't do that. So I'll use it when I'm out uh, in a base camp, but I don't even like to base camp that much. And I'm learning something else. I'm really wanting more human interaction. I don't like this in town stuff as much. It's okay. I see people. I think I want to travel more with somebody else. And, not trying to be whiny, but don't really understand all of that right now. But there's something about that happening with me. Um, Still trying to keep this short. I'm at 14 minutes, but I'm maybe making another decision about canning the idea of doing Patreon, trying to use YouTube's membership more effectively, more efficiently. Because I've got 5 people who have joined the YouTube membership, and I have not given them anything yet, and I'm feeling bad about that. So let's see. So those 2 items, I'm going to can Patreon because it's too much work. I'm going to concentrate on being more efficient with YouTube. I opened up Instagram again. It's simply Lisa underscore because somebody took simply Lisa. I hate that, but there's nothing I can do about it. I didn't trademark my branding when I started this whole thing in what, 1999. Of course, I was broke then too. Um, so I'm gonna do those two things. I'm so annoyed with not being able to, like in Overland Bound, I haven't figured out how to put my YouTube channel address in Outward Bound. It only accepts my old blog. Yes, I've written a couple of things on my blog recently. I think I'm going to go back and work with my blog because I can't make editing software work. I think I'll take all those old pictures that I'm worried that Google is going to start deleting. And maybe that's not true, but that's what I'm worried about. I think I will start to tell those stories on my old blog. That will use the photos. Then all these new videos that I filmed, I'll just have to do my best and kind of put them out as raw video. And I apologize ahead of time. I can't find another way to do this right now that keeps it simple. Yes, I've been considering getting what will end up being a $300 purchase of a MiFi box from Verizon and then a $80 a month fee to have Verizon Unlimited, but it's not true unlimited. Um, MiFi, Wi-Fi access because my phone has limited hotspot, limited like none. I can use the phone all I. Whoops, sorry, I shook that. I can use a phone all I want, but I can't use it to hotspot to my computer to do any work of any kind. And the computer's not doing me any good anyways. So I might even can the computer. I don't know. Might sell it. I mean, it's not that old. I'm just so frustrated, and it's not worth the energy from my life to fight this hard to give y'all content because it's not giving you content. It's I'm not out there doing what I want to do. So, if I can, okay, so recap. Can Patreon stop trying to find editing software, do the best I can with stuff I've already got. As I go forward, try to film things that can go out straight the way they are without any editing. It'll be raw, it'll be the best I can do. If I can afford it at some point, I'll go ahead and try to get myself an iPhone, which will make that video process simpler. Apple products have always been the standard in the film and music and arts industry. And I know that, and I'm fine with Androids. Androids are cheaper. But you know what? Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And when you find out the things that work better for you, in order to simplify, the things that make more sense are to invest your money in the things that make your life simpler. So here we go. I invested in a tracker because it makes my travel life affordable and simpler for Lisa. It's working. It's working really well. I have upgrades to this I want to do. I have a plan. I have a it's not a complete like I'm going to do this and this and I know it will never change. Life isn't like that. As you travel, you find, oh, I loved when I could do that blah 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 that I used in the Cherokee. Oh, okay, for one example, I loved being able to slide that table out to cook on. And in this car, when the back door is only about this high because the car's short, right? The back glass when I lift the lid on the back door, it comes to right here. So I have to duck to get under it. Well, you know what? That pull-out table when I had it in here was a good idea. So I am working on another pull-out table thing that will allow me to step back away from the bumper a little and the trailer hitch that will allow me to have that space and that same thing, but in a way that works for this vehicle. So that's today. I'm at 19 minutes. I got to get this posted for y'all while I'm driving around. I'm going to go do laundry and then probably find the ranger station unless something else comes up. And soon I will be headed back for boondocking and what some people are calling wild camping, but boondocking. So I hope you all have a great day. I'll do what I can. I'm going to have to watch the videos I filmed in the last few days and see which ones I can send to you and not like make you annoyed. I will do my best with what I just told you because I can't see another way to do it. Yes, if you have a good idea, put it down below, but understand if I don't do what you've suggested, that my priorities may get in the way of doing what you think my priorities ought to be. Because my goal is to be debt free again. I'm not there right now. I've had a couple of things that have cost me money. I made a couple of decisions based on, you know, what was in front of me, and so I'm not debt free, so I'm working back on that again. I want my emergency fund to be back up, and all this traveling, I'm not saving as much as I want to. It's better, but it's not that good. And so I just want you to know that if I don't do what you say, don't get mad at me, okay? I'm just a human being. I'm just trying to do me, and maybe I have a reason. So if you form the oh, I'm so annoyed with you as a question, you might learn something because, and I might learn something from yours if you post it in a way that I can hear it. But if you post it ugly, I'm probably not even going to take a look. Anyways, all that being said, y'all have a wonderful day. I'm going to get ready and move away from this little cute, wonderful spot that's been nice. See y'all later. Ciao.